Hey, group leaders. So excited for week 3 of our series, The Art of Blessing, and just wanted to remind you and come back to kind of a really core thing about our small groups, is that it's so important to honor the members in your group. You know, the way that we often kind of have summed this up is that what is said in group stays in group. That we value confidentiality and giving people space to share, that they can speak about vulnerable or painful things because they know that what they say in group is going to stay. It's not going to go out somewhere else. It's not going to get talked about by other people in the group later on in the week. That this is a safe place to share. Now, sometimes that means as the group leader, you've got to kind of help coax things out of people, that you've got to remind them, hey, this is a safe place to talk. I can see you're visibly upset about something, and we'd love to talk with you about it, pray for you, and you have to help encourage people to share. Sometimes somebody might be sharing something that's inappropriate, and you've got to stop them and say, hey, you know, this might be a conversation for if it's, you know, as a guy, if it's a lady in my group that starts sharing something that I feel is too vulnerable, too inappropriate, I might try to step in and say, hey, you know, that'd be a great thing. I'm sure Carrie would love to sit down with you and talk about that later. Right now, we're going to kind of move things in a different direction. And I do that not to shut off the other person, but in those moments, because I want to protect them. You know, we talked about last week being ugly and having appropriate vulnerability. We have to kind of hold that line in our group as well. So sometimes we've got to encourage people to share a little more. Sometimes we've got to remind them, hey, maybe this is better in a one-on-one conversation. But none of that ever happens if they don't feel like they can trust the group, trust you as the group leader, that what is said in group stays in group. And these things, these conversations will only happen to help benefit this person rather than to hurt them down the line. Have a great group.